Okay, so you know when you make a new deck, you like to play test it just to see if there's any problems with the deck that you haven't seen before. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be play testing this conversation. I'm going to be playing the role of me. You guys are going to be playing the role of my wife. Okay, so let's do it. Hey, so I was at the card shop, just yesterday with the boy, and I saw in the display case the Mind Stone. And she might ask something like, what's the Mind Stone? I was like, well, the Marvel set just came out. The Mind Stone was in Vision's head, and Wanda had to mercy kill him, and then Thanos used the Time Stone to bring Vision back, and then he was the one that got the Mind Stone and put it in his Infinity Gauntlet. It's just one of the Mind Stones. I would like to collect all of them, and I've been trying to pull this. I haven't. I've seen people pull it in front of me. One of my friends has two of them, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll get that at some point. I didn't get it yesterday because me and the boy decided to buy a couple packs, and he wanted to open them at home. My logic was I was just gonna open the packs in the van and then see if I got the Mind Stone. If I didn't, I would go back and maybe get it. Just because right now it's sitting at $50, but it's a good card. Should I say something like $50 for a single card? I was like, yeah, I know. I don't normally buy cards, of this value. At least it's not as expensive as the Soul Stone when I bought it. When I bought that was like at $90. And then this might be when I goofed. I made a misplay. She'll be like, you bought another card for $90? I'll be like, okay, well, all right, let's table that for another conversation. So here's the Mind Stone. I have it. I only spent $58.28 because I also got a play booster. But yeah, right now on TCG Player, but the Time Stone or the Mind Stone itself, $50. But it's only gonna go up in value. Like, if you throw $50 in the S&P 500, you might get an annual return, if you're lucky, on average, probably like 5%. So that's $2.50 per year that you could potentially profit on the S&P 500 if you're throwing $50 in there. However, this is a better investment because, like I said, the Soul Stone is $90 right now, maybe over $100 at this point since Marvel set has come out. And originally, when I first saw it, when the Spider-Man set came out, it was probably in the 50-60 range, and it went up $30. So I have this, bought it for $50. Let's say it goes up $30. Then I'll put it at 80, and that's like it's 60% profit. Or something like that. I don't have a calculator. I'm using my phone to actually record this, but I think it's 60% or it's incalculable. I don't know. 60%, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, you get $30 times 2 because it's 100, then 6. I think it's 60%. But just in a single year, we could make 60% profit on this if I sell it. I'm probably not going to sell it in a year. And she'll be like, why don't we just use that money for something that we need? And then I'd probably be like, well, you just made a pretty large purchase, if I remember correctly, for Prime Day. And she'll be like, well, yeah, that was a car seat for our next child. She's 5 months pregnant, just background information. And I'll be like, yeah, well, that's part of your hobby purchases, and this is a part of my hobby purchases. And then I'm not really sure where it goes from there. So turns 1 through 7, 1 through 8 happened. I talked about the money aspect, how this is a great investment, because it really is. And I'll be getting a lot of fun out of it until I decide to sell it. But I probably won't sell it until after I'm done with Magic, because I want to collect all of the Infinity Stones, have at least one copy. Like I said, I already have the Soul Stone. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to imagine how this conversation would go, but I think it's going pretty good. That's where we'll probably leave it off. And then, because she'll probably say something like, I don't want to talk about this in front of the kids. It's, I think it's going pretty well. And then we'll probably table it for a conversation for later. So, yeah. And I forgot to talk about the functionality of it. So, like, it's a 2-drop. You could tap it for 1 white. It's also indestructible. You have to pay 6 and tap it to harness the Mind Stone. And then at the beginning of your end step, exile 1 other target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So it blinks. I'm waiting to get the Captain America deck. I'm not sure when I'm getting it, actually. Maybe Monday? It shipped, but I can't see the track number. I've been trying to look it up, and it's not telling me where it is. But so you blink a hero, and then Captain America's ability triggers. Theoretically, it would give the hero coming back vigilance. So you would blink a hero that's already tapped, and you bring it back, and it'll be untapped, so you can have it as a blocker. Captain America will give that creature a +1/+1, and Captain America himself would also get buffed. So you do this at your end step, and then we could talk about the fact that you could use teleportation circle to get this blink effect. I think it's a 4-drop. And it is 1/5 the price if you get the normal version, or if you get the Ninja Turtle version, which I do currently have a copy. That's not in a deck. I'll put it in this deck, maybe. Well, I don't know. But the Ninja Turtle version, it's like $4 or $5, so that's a little cheaper, and you have to pay 6 mana and tap this to use this, but it's also a mana rock. So yeah, I don't see how anyone could look at this and think, wow, what a poor decision. Like, why would someone buy that? But like, it doesn't make any sense to me, or someone would think that, because it's a good card. And would I rather have teleportation circle if it was just using the blink effect? Yes, probably, but at the same time, it's the Mind Stone. I got it for $50. The cheapest listing I saw this morning was like, what? That's what I got? Oh my goodness, play boosters are trash. Ew. Okay, yeah, the cheapest listing for the Mind Stone was, what was it this morning? It was 54, I think, and the next one was 57. But yeah, these are my hits. Not happy about that. So that's another $5 down the drain. But I mean, the return on investment I'll get on this far surpasses the amount of play. Well, I may even out. I don't know. We won't look at the math. We'll look at the math on this. Ignore the play booster that just happened. But yeah, I think the conversation is going to go well. So I'm still sitting in the parking lot of the card shop because I went to the card shop. They opened at 11. I was in there at 8:06 because I was concerned somebody was going to buy this from under me. Like I said, because I was just in there yesterday, and I really just want to get in there and pick this up. So this is pretty solid. It's a good card. Is it? It's a good card. Is it worth $50? I mean, it's going to be worth, like, who knows, be hundreds. All right, 5 years from now, it's not going to be $50. It's not. Just, all right, like this video, save it, and then 5 years from now, remember this. And I'm still talking to my wife. Remember this as one of the smartest investments I have ever made. And that's going to help put our kids through college. Yeah, right here. This is it. Assuming I keep it in near mint condition after I put it in my deck and use it. But this is it. This is how we get out of this. Oh yeah, I feel good about this conversation. All right, thanks for watching.